Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I have potted up some of the cauliflowers to let them grow a bit bigger while I wait for my tomatoes to finish off. And the onions are looking good. Everything's looking quite happy. No matter how many times I try to do cuttings off my fuchsia for my brother, they just keep dying. So what I'm going to do is leave it because the plant is actually going to sleep now. So I'll wait till next season when it starts to grow a little bit more and it's got that growth hormone going on, which will help it root a little bit better. Today I'm just going to show you, I'm going to get that garden weeded out again. So I'll show you. I need to go up, and we do have finally got the cover for it. Taking our time, that's for sure. So much time that some of the grass, which I call coquilla grass, has come back through. So I need to go through and just quickly pull all that out and spread that little pile of lawn clippings out. And then I'm going to put some amendments on and cover it up. So I'll get on and get it all weeded out. Right, I'm not going to put too much on. I'm going to put down lime, because I think that will help just break down the soil underneath. And then I've got my crushed up eggshells, which I think it'll be good to have them underneath the cover to help break down a little bit before I do planting, because of course eggshells do take a while, even though I've pretty much powdered them down. It does take a while. So I thought, well, if I add them on now, they've got all winter to break down and mix in. Slowly and steady, I'm trying to improve these gardens. It's going to take some time, but that's all right. Alright, and I'll do the eggshells. We do have another tropical low coming in. Right, that's the eggshells. Put a bit of calcium in the soil. Yeah, we've got a tropical, another one coming down. It's supposed to be more windy than anything, so I'm really going to have to make sure I put some decent hold down on the cover, which I'm going to get my son to come and help me put on, because I think it'll just be easier with two people. So that's all done, and we'll go and I'll get the cover at the back of the car and get the sun, and we'll get on and do that. It's raining, so we'll just quickly go inside, otherwise you guys are going to get very wet. So we'll get back to that in a minute. Right, that's all done. I'm going to spend the rest of the day sorting out the guavas and the apples. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Good afternoon, everybody. It's the next day. We've had showers this morning already. Just put my gumboots on. had showers again already this morning, so I'm going to be quick, and because I can see that there's more showers coming. So what we're going to do very quickly is tidy this up a bit. As you can see, getting some weeds coming through. Time for me to pull that cosmos out. I'll probably just grab all the heads and stuff and sprinkle them out. I won't be cutting any of the roses down too significantly. I'll probably just take off all their dead heads and stuff. And then, yeah, we'll just pull out some weeds. Yeah, and my punga log or tree fern log is slowly getting destroyed because somebody decides that that's a really good place to clean their feet. Oh, sorry, sharpen their claws is what he's doing. Right, so what I'm going to do is get you guys set up, and I'm just going to grab my trolley, I think, so because I don't really want to, I burn all the rose cuttings that I take off because nobody wants to find those anywhere. So I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, right. Don't have to weed this garden too much because we've got it covered in this stuff, but the chip, but weeds will still grow. We weren't supposed to have the rain today, but now it's going to clear. Right, so I'll get it pulled out. See if I can pull it out. Oh yeah, there we go. Shake off some of the dirt. And it's got lots of seed heads on it. Oh, it broke. Okay. So because I was thinking I wouldn't mind having all of this everywhere, we will drop some seed head around the garden, and then hopefully we will see some next year. You can see all the seed heads on there. Just chuck it on there. I think Cosmos is one of the better ones just to have in your garden, especially if you like self-sown seeds and that. Probably try and make sure that it's not self-sown around that rose. Look at it. That rose has managed to survive underneath all of that. That's pretty good. Right. I might actually just pop that in the trolley and then take it round and get some of those other heads off just there and sprinkle them elsewhere as well. I think that's a different colour, that one. Yeah. Doesn't really have any heads on it. So I mainly have roses in this garden and my bromeliads. Actually, always a good idea. Keep your sleeves down. I always forget when you're working around bromeliads. I like to, especially these particular ones, they've got spikies on the edge. Every time I end up with ripped up arms. But the reason I put them in this garden was because it doesn't have much colour in the winter. with the roses all sleeping. So it gives the garden a bit of colour, especially this particular variety. And they don't die quickly. They don't mind being dry. As long as their little thingy in the middle there has got some water, then they're happy as. So one of the reasons why I have them in here. Very pretty. And this rose has done very well this year. This is the second year it's been in here, and it is very well established. But we're just going to take off all its dead heads for now. We have to wait till the middle of winter and then we can chop it right down. Always thought it was really weird watching my dad do it. And he would cut them down so small and I'd think, oh my goodness, the plant is not going to come back from that. But it is amazing how much roses love a good cutback. And I don't wait until spring to do it. I do it dead in the middle of winter and it's really cold still, and the cuts, are dry. Make sure it's definitely dry, but a dry cold time, then I do it then, because the cuts tend to heal and you don't get all your germs and whatnot in there. Probably not the right word, but you know. This one's just got a few up here. I'll just take the flower head. I won't worry about the branch since it's been all showy-offy. Definitely not a cut flower. It's got a lot of prickles on it, all up in here. So yeah, that'll keep it going for a little bit longer. Right, and then over here is just weeds. As you can see here, the belladonna lilies have finished flowering. So quick, isn't it? They're up and then they're not. So one of the reasons why I actually enjoy having them in pots is that I can move them around and have them where I want to, and they look absolutely lovely. And then when they bush up with all their leaves, then they're good to go. And the other thing I've noticed at this time of the year is I'm actually getting more aphids. I don't spray them with anything, although I have in the past used soapy water and it works really well. But I've actually find, even though it's a little gross and a little dangerous with the spikies, is I just go like that and it just squish them off. Sometimes you don't get them all because they'll knock off, but give them a good squishing. Clean them off as much as possible. The other thing you can do, I know you can blast them with the hose, but I did that the other day because it was really dry, so I gave everything a water, and then look at that, straight back on there again. So useful for slight things. I don't spray for aphids. I don't find it necessary. So as you can see, there's more just there. So yeah, I just run my fingers over them and give them a squish. It actually is a lot more, effective to do it that way. Just to give them a good squish. Most of the time they're on, of course, new growth or flower buds, so most of the time you do not get poked. You can see ants everywhere, and they're a bit naughty because they also help you. Help the aphids. They, what do they call it? They farm them, as it were, move them from place to place. So this one in particular has decided it wants to have a lot of aphids on it. But it's only been now, recently. I actually have had a pretty good season without having too many aphids, so that's been quite good. I'm quite happy about that. So I'm going to go through and continuously get off all these aphids, but at the same time, this is the rose called My Dad, and as I've said before, it just grows such long stems. As you can see, this is a new stem that's just going for it. But they've got a big head of flowers on the end, so then when it gets wet or it's windy, they just fall over. This one, I'm actually wondering if it shouldn't be on a trellis of some kind to have that support. So, yeah, I'll just continue going through, get those aphids off, and take off those extra branches. While taking off all those aphids, you end up with lovely coloured fingers. I would do it with my gloves on, but I just feel like I can feel them better, which is kind of disturbing, but you know, it's the best way. Yeah, that branch is definitely broken right there, so I'm just going to try and pull that out. I think that new shoot has come off the side. Yeah, bit of a shame. So I'm actually thinking it's more of a trellis rose than a bush rose. So I might have to come up with something for it to grow on here. I mean, it wouldn't look too bad having a trellis in this area, because it's right at our front door. It's definitely a good grower though. Would recommend it. So yeah, if you come across a rose called My Dad, let me see if I can get the label for you. Then you can see it's got a beautiful scent on it. So that's it there. Beautiful scent, massive big bunches of flowers. I'll keep the label on it until it decides it wants to fly away, I suppose. But yeah, so if you're looking for a trellis one, I actually reckon this would probably do a pretty damn good job. So, yep, definitely a good idea. Right, this is the white rose that needs to be planted down by the driveway. I've noticed that it's done quite well. It does have a bunch of dirt with it, but I just keep the bucket full of water. So I'm now just waiting for it to go to sleep, and I will take it down and give it and actually put it in the ground. I meant to do it ages ago. Oops, knocked my little gnome over. Ouch. Oh, just doing around this one. All these weeds out. That rose down there. So this one here, beautiful orange. I don't know what it's called. A lot of these my dad gave me and told me the names, but for the life of me I can't remember what they are. So yeah, right, we'll get out all those weeds. Right, that's those weeds done. I do have another one just there, I spotted it. Let's turn you around. So these are Hoyas. I'm actually thinking of that garden I'm doing under the trees. I'm actually thinking of putting them underneath there, because I noticed over summertime they got really pale and they're supposed to be quite a dark green. So I think it's just too hot here, which is fine. So we're going to move those under the trees. They can go underneath there. If I can keep it nice and tidy underneath there, I'd love to start planting. Because the other thing I was thinking of doing was grabbing some cuttings off my hydrangeas for overwinter, and I'll grow them up. And hydrangeas like to be under the edge of trees, so that'll be fun. Oh, Rose got me. Yeah, so they're going to go underneath there. Not quite sure what I'll put there eventually. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I was just talking to you there and noticed that it is starting to rain again, so I've got another shower coming through. So we're going to have to just quickly leave this project. Nearly done, but I ain't getting wet. So we will come back to it after the shower has passed. Well, while it's raining, I'll give you an update on the peach trees. Excuse the mess. That was the little one. I'm not sure what happened there. I woke up one day and it was all very sad and pretty much done. So I'm not sure there. That one is doing just fine. Looks lovely. I have to keep turning it on the window so it doesn't end up too leggy. But yeah, so we're just waiting for the rain to go away and then we'll get back out there. And just like that, it's all finished. That's what you call annoying showers. Right, so we've just got the last little bit over there to do. So all along there, all the mini agapanthus. So they're looking really good. Not that you can see that one because there's always coquilla. Those did not do very well. Did notice up this end actually. That one is actually coming through growing, so that's good. But yeah, so all we've got to do now is finish weeding up this bit. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Okay guys, that's all that done. Now I'm just going to go around and pick up all the piles and go ahead and clean that all up. But at least it's now nice and clean. And then yeah, I'll probably get this video all sorted out for you. One little job a day just keeps things under control. Yep. Sometimes if it's weather like this anyway, one little job and then feel like I've accomplished something. And then yeah. So yep, even if you just do one little job, you've done something. So thanks again guys for watching. You're all awesome. Say hi to I'm going to say hi to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, so that's about it. We'll catch you guys on the next one.